Jeffrey Epstein. Since his arrest last month for running an underage sex trafficking ring, there were hopes that his upcoming trial would finally expose the full extent of his crimes and who else was involved. But over the weekend, that all became a lot less likely.
Well, welcome back. We continue to follow this breaking news. Accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Sources say the multimillionaire financier was found unresponsive in his Manhattan jail cell early this morning. Officials believe he hanged himself.
That's right. Pedophile and fake billionaire Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his jail cell after he apparently committed suicide on Saturday morning, which, if you ask me, is some bullshit, right? No, because I wanted Jeffrey Epstein to stay alive for two reasons. One, so that his victims could get their day in court. And two, I wanted him to snitch on all his high-profile pedophile friends. Now he's dead. This is gone. You know who we need? We need that red lady from Game of Thrones to wake his ass up. That's what we need. Come on, Jeffrey. And what makes this whole Epstein thing even worse is that we already had questions about his whole pedophile operation. Now, we have additional questions about how he died.
This morning, the question on many minds. How did Jeffrey Epstein die while in federal custody?
Epstein had been taken off suicide watch and was supposed to have been checked by guards every 30 minutes, but that procedure was not being followed the night before he was found.
Sources close to the investigation say Epstein underwent a psychiatric evaluation, and they cleared him from suicide watch on or about July 29th, allowing him to return to his cell.
Yeah, they weren't checking in on Epstein, and they took him off suicide watch. Why? Like, I'm not an expert on psychology, but if someone tries to commit suicide, I don't think 2 more weeks of jail would suddenly improve their outlook on life. Now, you may remember, the reason this Jeffrey Epstein case blew up wasn't just because of the magnitude of his crimes, but also because his circle included some high-profile individuals. Everyone from Bill Clinton and Donald Trump all the way to famous scientists and even royalty. And because the story involves so many people who are so powerful, many out there are wondering if Epstein really suicided himself.
This is a suspected suicide, and it just smells fishy to so many people.
The timing is so suspicious. This comes just one day after those documents were unsealed.
I'm not a believer in a conspiracy theory, but I do believe there's lots of suspicious activity to investigate here.
Twitter erupted with a number of other conspiracy theories following the shocking news of Epstein's apparent suicide. Hashtags like Trump body count and Clinton body count and Epstein murder were among the top U.S. trends. Trump retweeted a baseless conspiracy theory tying the Clintons to the death of Jeffrey Epstein.
That's right. I mean, I get everyone else on Twitter, but the President of the United States is also retweeting conspiracy theories that Jeffrey Epstein was murdered by the Clintons. Yeah, the President did this, which is pretty wild. I mean, because this is the type of moment where you would think the President would be the voice of reason. Instead, Trump is jumping into the fray. Yeah. You know what he's like? He's basically that dad that when a fight breaks out in the little league game, he runs into the field, but instead of breaking it up, starts body slamming the third graders. Yeah, take that, take that, take that. Because he's doing this in public. You know what Trump needs? Trump needs a Finsta. That's what he needs. Yeah, one of those secret Instagram accounts that only your close friends can see. That's what he needs. Then he can use that to just go crazy with his racist stuff, conspiracy theories, butt pics. He can just let it all out. Just get it all out. And America doesn't have to stress. But this time, it's not just Trump. It seems like everybody thinks that something shady happened here. People on the right are saying it was the Clintons who killed Jeffrey. People on the left are saying Trump killed him. Jussie Smollett says it was 2 white Nigerian guys.